wipe it down. Wipe, 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 wipe it down. Wipe, wipe, wipe.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Eat Book Cooks. It's your Visco girl Kiara here today, and the reason why I'm dressed up like this is because the producer has given us a theme for today, and it's TikTok! Oh! There's like a TikTok trend also, right? When you hit, what's that called?
Hit the whoa.
Whoa! Cereal dishes.
Wait, there's more.
Eh, not bad, your aim? What's this? DIY Hot Pocket. 1 mark dishes. So I have 3 dishes in my mind. Let's just try it and hope it works. So the first trend that we are tackling is the cereal trend. It's super hot on TikTok right now. What they did was they made pancakes, mini-sized pancakes, and then they dunk it in milk with maple syrup. So today I'm gonna make my own version of the Cookie Crisp. It's called the Milo Dinosaur Cereal. So for cookies, or in this case Cookie Crisp, you want to start with the dry mix followed by the wet mix separately. Then after you're done with the wet mix, you want to pour in the dry mix in batches. So what this does is that it helps incorporate everything together so that it's all well combined, well mixed, and you're good to go. So grab a sieve and then you'll start with the flour. So now for the Milo, also put it through the sieve. And next it will be baking powder, salt. So give it a good mix and then set aside. We'll move on to the wet ingredients. For the wet mix, we're going to start with melted butter. You can put this over a double boiler or simply just in a microwave. We're using white sugar instead of brown sugar because brown sugar will give you softer cookies, white sugar will give you crunchier cookies. And we're also going to add a little bit of honey for that slightly crispier texture. Okay, now we're going to go for the egg. And also I'm going to add some milk because milk is going to help the batter be more liquid so that it will spread out a bit more and get even crispier in the oven. Last but not least, some vanilla extract for flavor. Now we're gonna whisk this up and add in the dry mix in batches. Did you all know Eatbook has TikTok? TSL also has TikTok. This is where the outfit came about. The TSL TikTok video. Okay, I want to mix in the last batch. Okay, next you're gonna need a squeeze bottle. Put the batter inside and then we'll show you some really cute footage. Before you start your crafting, you need to preheat the oven first, and we're going to preheat at 190 degrees Celsius. Okay, so place the tray in the preheated oven of 150 degrees and set the timer to about 8 minutes because you really want to keep an eye on the cookies. Do not burn them. We got our precious Milo cookie cereal over here. Okay, before I pour it in the bowl, let me ask first, do you all do it cereal first or milk first?
Cereal.
Cereal. Eh, I also cereal. Okay, no fights about that. Okay, now on to our second dish. But wait! New dish, new clothes. So the second dish is inspired by the DIY Hot Pocket trend on TikTok. I saw this garlic bread recipe on this YouTube channel called Nino's Home, and I think this recipe is better Hot Pocket style because you'll be able to hold more cream cheese in the middle of the pocket. So here are the ingredients that you need. 2 slices of bread, half a block of cream cheese, cooking cream, and sugar. Grab a clean bowl and a spatula, and then we'll start with the cream cheese. Next, add the cooking cream and mix it well once again. So what you want is this really thick, gooey consistency that is going to fill your sandwich up later. Once you're done, set it aside and take your 2 slices of bread. Stack them out like a tower if you're feeling adventurous, and then now cut the crust off. So you put the cream cheese in the middle of one bread and then later dip your finger into water and line the edges of that slice. What this does is that it acts as a kind of glue for you to seal your Hot Pocket. Next, you take the other slice of the bread and you cover it. And what I want you to do is use your thumb and push the edges down. And for that really cute pattern, you can actually grab a fork and seal it once more. Like this. Cute, right? It looks like a pastry puff now. Now let's move on to the garlic butter sauce. And here are the ingredients that you need. Melted butter, minced garlic, egg, condensed milk, honey, dried parsley, and salt. 2 things to take note before you start mixing everything. First, make sure the melted butter is actually cool to touch because you don't want to cook the egg, okay? And next, if you love garlic like me, you can actually put a lot more garlic than this. So what you need to do is first pour the melted butter into a clean mixing bowl, followed by your minced garlic, condensed milk, basically everything into the bowl. Then give it a good whisk. Now we're going to start cooking. Make sure the pan is heated and then grab your ladle and pour 1 spoonful of the garlic butter sauce. Put your Hot Pocket on top of the sauce and let it simmer for a little while. Pour another ladle on top of the Hot Pocket and give it some time to simmer down. Once the bottom turns golden brown, flip it on the other side and let it cook for another 2 minutes. So if you want to do a TikTok, just grab your handphone and record little snippets of all the steps you're doing for whatever you're cooking. Stitch them up together, season them with some music, and it's done! So if I can do it, so can you. And don't forget, if you're inspired to do a TikTok because of this video, don't forget to tag us at EatBookSG. New dish, new dress. The third and last dish is gonna be inspired by the 1 mug trend. So basically you do everything in a mug and you throw the entire mug into the microwave or oven. Today we're gonna combine this trend with another trendy dish called the sushi bake. So sushi bake is basically sushi that you bake in the oven. Let me show you now. Since Larry, you've been making me do TikTok magic the entire day, I want my ingredients in front of me now. Thank you, Larry. So here are the ingredients that you need. Rice vinegar, hard-boiled eggs, crab stick, mango, nori or seaweed, Kewpie, and furikake. Now we're going to start with the base, which is going to be rice. If you have leftover rice, feel free to use it. If not, go ahead and make some yummy sushi rice. We're going to add rice vinegar into the rice and give it a good mix. So transfer the rice into your pan and then spread it out. Make sure it's nice and even. Next, you're going to grab your seaweed or nori and then layer them on top of the rice. Cover the rice up with some pieces of nori. We're going to continue with the toppings, and our choice of topping is eggs, crab sticks, and mango. For the eggs, right, really simple. Just hard-boil eggs in boiling water for 10 minutes. And if you have this contraption, good for you because it's really easy to shred your eggs up like that. What's so special about my sushi bake is that there are 2 flavors in one pan. So one side is going to be egg mayo, the other side is going to be crab stick mayo. Last but not least, you want to pour some cubed up mangoes. I know mango seems like a really weird thing to put in your sushi, but this is a trick that I learned from my auntie who's been with us for 30 over years and we love her cooking. She adds mango when she makes sushi at home for us, and also when she does this mayo macaroni dish that I love. Next, we're gonna pile on some Kewpie and give it a good stir. This furikake, there are tons of flavor in the supermarket, but I chose the wasabi flavor because I feel like the wasabi might do some help to the very cloyingly fatty mayo. So just pour this on top of the toppings generously. And when you're done, put it into the preheated oven of 175 degrees for 10 minutes. So here are our 3 TikTok dishes. We have the Milo cookie cereal, the garlic bread, and the 1-pan sushi bake.
Shara,
What?
catch!
Whoa!
You scored the last challenge for today.
Larry, take it back!
No, you just need to do a TikTok dance. job, good job.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Larry, for that super embarrassing moment. I hope it never makes it onto the internet. If it does, my life is ruined. But yes, let's taste test my dishes now. Okay, we'll start with the breakfast dish, which is the Milo cookie cereal. I think first up, what I like about this cereal is that it immediately turns the milk into flavored milk. You know, my favorite part of a cereal breakfast is the milk. There is that cookie crunch, that buttery flavor, and that chocolatey flavor. But it's so good. I'm sorry, Cookie Crisp, but I think my recipe won you hands down. Okay, the next dish, my favorite. Ooh! Ooh! Oh my gosh, do you all see the center? Okay, I'm not over exaggerating. This really looks so good. This is so good! But I can tell that it's very simple because it's super buttery. Look at my butterfingers. It's really a flavor bomb from the outside to the inside of this cheesy garlic bread. I'm just gonna take my time to eat, to torture Larry like how he tortured me the entire day today. Okay, the sushi bake. I love egg mayo, so I'm gonna try the egg mayo one first. I haven't explained why I decided to add mango in it, but let me tell you why. These mango bits, right, they stay warm in the tray, and when you put it in your mouth, it bursts sweetness, it bursts some tanginess, and it really fits the entire dish. Overall, I'm really proud of nailing all 3 of these TikTok trends, and I would say this was my favorite, and I think it was the same for both Larry and Carrie-Anne. That being said, I think this dish is actually great for parties. It's cheap, it's easy to whip up, it's no mess, and both kids and adults will like it. And a cereal, apparently they still like it even though I'm a bit on the fence because it takes a lot more preparation than expected. So yeah, Eat Book is going places. Not only are we on YouTube, on Facebook, on our own website, on Instagram, we're also on TikTok now. So don't forget to follow us over there and tag us if you're recreating any of these 3 dishes. So with that being said, thank you for watching this episode of Eat Book Cooks. If you love this kind of videos, you can catch more over there. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye! Aren't you the guy who tried to